Could you imagine that the simple act of lighting up a cannabis joint could launch a complex ballet of neurotransmitters in your brain? A dance that has the power to change your mood, memory, and anxiety levels. This is the hidden world that exists within our heads every time we interact with cannabis. Let's start with dopamine, the neurotransmitter often associated with pleasure and reward. The active compounds in cannabis, notably THC and CBD, can increase the release of dopamine. This is the reason behind the euphoria and relaxation often experienced with cannabis use. But dopamine isn't the only neurotransmitter affected by cannabis. Serotonin, the neurotransmitter responsible for regulating mood, appetite, and sleep, can also see an increase in its levels due to cannabis use. This might explain the calming and anxiety-reducing effects of cannabis that many users report. However, the effects of cannabis aren't all about increasing neurotransmitter levels. GABA, a neurotransmitter that helps regulate anxiety and stress levels, can actually see a decrease due to cannabis. This inhibitory effect on GABA might lead to feelings of anxiety and paranoia in some people. The neurotransmitter glutamate, involved in learning and memory, can also be impacted by cannabis. Chronic use can lead to the downregulation of glutamate receptors in the brain, potentially contributing to memory impairment. Yet in the midst of these potentially negative effects, cannabis has also been found to stimulate the release of endorphins. Known as the body's natural painkillers, these neurotransmitters can reduce pain and promote feelings of well-being. This might be why some people turn to cannabis for pain relief or mood improvement. And finally, let's not forget about acetylcholine, another neurotransmitter involved in learning and memory. Certain compounds in cannabis, like pinene, can potentially increase acetylcholine levels in the brain, potentially enhancing cognitive function. To sum it all up, the relationship between cannabis and neurotransmitters is a complex one. It can increase some neurotransmitters, decrease others, and even stimulate the release of endorphins. The resulting effects can range from mood elevation and relaxation to anxiety and memory impairment. One thing is clear though, every time we interact with cannabis, we're stepping into a fascinating dance of neurotransmitters, a dance that shapes our experiences in profound ways.